His Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner, Basic Instinct enthusiast, and now fourth sexiest woman in the UK, Angela Rayner. And welcome to No Brainer with Angela Rayner, out and about. That is right, I am here tonight to celebrate an entire year of us Labours in government. Cheers, everyone. I think we can all agree it has been an absolutely unbelievable year. I didn't ask this, but did anyone here actually vote for us Labours? All right, does anybody know anybody who voted? Anyone? Anybody? No, you! Right, hang on. Go on. Treat yourself. Yeah, it has been an unbelievable year, it really has. And our Keir, he's been here and there and everywhere, hasn't he? Hobnobbing with world leaders. In fact, he's doing that today with Macron. I was supposed to go and have a bit of dinner with him, but I don't really trust his wife, to be honest. She seems a bit of And of course, we have got a visit from President Trump coming up in a couple of months. All of us Labours are very excited about that. But he had, a couple of weeks ago, he had a Ukrainian lad on his doorstep who didn't try and set fire to his house. And that was, of course, the wonderful President Zelensky. Slava Ukraini. And he was very happy. He left with a load of money, so he was quite happy. I got the feeling it wasn't the first time our Keir had hung out with a Ukrainian lad and given him a wad of cash. But I've had a very busy year as well. I've got a lot of projects done, and I'm very, very proud of my employment rights bill that we're just about to put through. And I'm getting a little bit of criticism about it. It's a typical far-right adjacent and moaning about a teeny tiny little clause in it, clause 20, where you might be liable if a third party comes to your business as a private conversation, one of your members of staff overhears the private conversation, gets upset about the private conversation, then has to take a couple of weeks off work for mental health reasons. You'll be liable for that. But, you know, it's not really a big deal. It is simply about encouraging respect. So it's not a banter ban, it's about respect. R-E-S-C-E-P-T. But you know, our Rachel, she had a bit of a tough time last week. She malfunctioned in PMQs. I have to say though, Sky News, as they're well known for reporting the news very, very accurately, they got it right because they said the pollen count was very, very high last week. And it turns out that our Rachel has a lot of allergies, and one of them is of the Tories. And as our Keir was mentioning the £22 billion black hole multiple times, she just came out in hives and started weeping. And then, of course, the far-right adjacent media decided to suggest that it was because she's incompetent, she's not good enough. Just all of the usual misogynistic things that they say about us Labour women. And then the markets got very concerned, and so we had to take very decisive action. So we brought her in, I did a full factory reset on her. Our Kia asked Toria if she could move out of the spare room so we could put a charging pod in there. And then Lord Ali flew in the best stylists in Hollywood to give her a bit of a glow up overnight. So she had a glow up, and then we trotted her out the next day. We'd done her settings to smile and hug. She was giving a lot of hugs, didn't look mechanical at all. And she looked absolutely fantastic. So I don't think anybody noticed, and everything is much more settled now. But last week was very difficult for us labourers because it wasn't just that happened. I don't know why she decided that last week would be a good week to do this, but Zara Sultana decided that she was going to announce she was setting up a new party with our Jez. And I just think it's absolutely disgusting setting up a Splinter group like this, of all the times to do this. But, you know, this would never have happened if I was in charge. Now, I'm not saying I want the top job. I do not want it. I went on Lorraine Kelly's show and I told her I do not want. It's very aging anyway. I don't want it. But it wouldn't have happened on my watch, all of this splintering off nonsense. But they're already arguing about things. She wants to call it the People's Republic, inshallah. And Jez wants to call it the People's Republic of Islington. And, I mean, I don't know why they're arguing. It's the same letters, so they could call it both. But she's made a mistake already because she accidentally posted their manifesto into the Us Labour's WhatsApp group. And a very eagle-eyed Lisa Nandy spotted it and screenshotted it before she could hit unsend for all. And I have to say they've been copying a lot of our ideas. There's 3 breakfast clubs for Gaza. Taxing billionaires in Gaza. Fixing the potholes in Gaza. Nationalising the railways in Gaza. Employment rights bill in Gaza. And reducing hospital waiting times in Gaza. So, but I don't think it's going to take off, really. Somebody else who's had a very good year has been our David. Hasn't our David done well? He's got Chagos done, hasn't he? Got everyone's pleased about that. But something you may not know about our David. He made a very, very important scientific discovery not so long ago. He found out that with the right amount of hormones, you can actually grow your own cervix. I couldn't believe it either, but I didn't want to challenge him on it in case that was racist, so... He decided, because he's a good lad, he decided, out of the kindness of his heart, he was going to grow a cervix for our Eddie Izzard. He got some really, really high quality potting soil. And he squirted an entire tube of his wife's progesterone gel in, and he watered it several times a week, and played Sam Smith songs to it every single day. And then, around about the time of the Supreme Court ruling on what a woman is, which we were very, very pleased to have clarity on. He noticed that something actually started growing. Unfortunately, it was mushrooms. Now, our David is a bit of a comfort eater, and with the stress of it all, he ate the mushrooms, and then a series of events happened. Basically, I got a phone call saying that he was wandering around the Downing Street gardens, mumbling something about cervixes and Eddie Izzard. And I said, well, that's normal. That's not unusual. And they said, no, he's acting very strangely. I think he's on something. He's tripping balls, which seems a bit ironic, but... I said, look, you're going to have to calm him down. He said, how do we calm him down? I said, I don't know. Take the knee. I don't know. And he said, no. We can't do that. He's naked. He's stripped off. Oh, God. So I had to come down there and rugby tackle him with a blanket. It was an absolute disaster. But the bottom line is, Eddie Izzard still doesn't have a cervix. But yeah, it has been tricky for us Labourers, and you know, we've been criticised for a few U-turns, you know. People have said you've changed your position on a number of things. You know, you've changed your position on the waspy women. You've changed your position on the winter fuel payments. You've changed your position on hating Trump. You've changed your position on what a woman is. You've changed your position on the grooming gangs inquiry. And now you've changed your position on the welfare reforms bill. And I'm sorry, but when we came in, we told you we were the party of change. That's exactly what we've been doing. So I really don't know why you're getting upset, but you know what? It doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter what you do. Us Labourers are going to continue to go from strength to strength. I'll see you again on another no-brainer with Angela Rayner out and about.